What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Shadow here, and welcome back to a new video series on the channel. For all of you who don't know me that well, I am a huge football fan, and I kind of wanted to break down my top 10 teams after week 1 of this 2024 NFL season. Kind of give you guys my thoughts on the teams, how I think they did, and just kind of go over how I would rank the top 10 teams in the league this year. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. With number 10, I have the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins. They looked pretty good, in my opinion. I thought their offense looked very, very good against the likes of the Jaguars. Granted, they absolutely torched them in both total yardage and rushing yards. The Jaguars, they were running the ball all over their defense, but it doesn't really matter when you're taking off the top of Tyreek Hill for an 80-yard touchdown, am I right? Tua looked clean. The defense looked clean. Trevor Lawrence did not look comfortable. They were so efficient on third down. And just simply put, they look like the better team of football out there. Even though the score was 20-17, they really came alive in that second half and really kept the Jaguars to nothing. Like, shutout in the second half, that has to hurt. So, Tua, like I said, Tua looked great. Devon Achane, they tried to get him going. They really couldn't. But, I mean, again, when the passing game's hitting like that, you kind of don't turn away from the pass game. You guys know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for me, the Dolphins will be my number 10 team for this week's power rankings. Coming in at number 9 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay really honestly showed me up. I thought it would be a closer game than it was in in Tampa. But my goodness gracious, did the Buccaneers open up a can of whoop-ass. Baker Mayfield, 4 tutties. They just simply couldn't be stopped. Baker Mayfield was so efficient, 24 for 30 passing. You have Rachaad White, 15 for 31, not really great, but Bucky Irving, 9 for 62. He was efficient. Chris Godwin got his first touchdown of the season. Freaking Mike Evans got 2. Jalen McMillan, their new receiver, got 1. Like, they were absolutely cooking. Shout out to the Commanders, though. They did put up a big fight. Jalen Daniels did look pretty good, or at least fairly efficient. But at the end of the day, this isn't like, that's not going to win you football games where your defense is laying up 37 points. Tampa Bay, you go to the top 10. I had you like on a fringe team, but after seeing that performance, I am sold on the Buccaneers going through the season. I really hope we get to see more out of them, and I really hope they win back-to-back NFC titles. NFC South titles. Coming in number 8, I got the Los Angeles Rams. Yes, I know, they lost. I get it. But Matt Stafford, he was slinging the rock pretty well. That one nasty interception at the end of the first half was really bad. He was still 34 of 49 with 300-plus yards. Kyren Williams, even though he's playing both the kick returns as well, he was very good, 18 for 50. Yeah, 3 yards to carry, but he was able to get into the end zone. Unfortunately, Puka Nacua probably going to be out most of the year with that knee injury. It sucks. You hate to see it. Cooper Kupp, though, show us why he was a Triple Crown winner a few years ago. 14 for 110. He was absolutely killing it. Tyler Johnson was killing it. Demarcus Robinson got involved. And the defense looked pretty dang good. John Johnson with the interception. The defense was definitely creating a decent amount of pressure on Jared Goff with 2 sacks on the day. Like, honestly, the Rams are way better than this game kind of makes it out to be. They lost off a coin toss. If they got that ball in overtime, they had a better chance to win that game. They were just gassed after that long Lions drive. They were just gassed, man. But again, I have a lot of faith in the Rams. I didn't knock them down too much. I originally had them in like my top 6, top 5. But I feel like they were very good. They were very competitive against a really hard team. So that gives my shout out to the Los Angeles Rams. Coming in at number 7, we have the Baltimore Ravens. Same deal with the Rams. I had the Ravens in a top 3 position on my list. I had to knock them down because they did lose, but at the same time, the Ravens were extremely competitive against the Chiefs, who are by far one of the best teams, if not the best, in the National Football League. I wish it didn't have to come down to a toe drag, because Lamar Jackson really missed the ball. They, for some reason, again, color me confused, color me very confused, but they really didn't establish much more of the run game. Derrick Henry only 13 carries, Justice Hill 1 carry. Like, simply put, like, they didn't run the ball enough. Yeah, Lamar Jackson was making plays with his legs. Some of them were designed QB runs. But the fact of the matter is, Derrick Henry should have gotten more carries than Lamar did. I don't understand what the process was of getting Lamar 16 rushing carries versus Derrick Henry 13. But that's just me. And their defense looked solid. They had an interception from Roquan Smith. They were generating a little bit of pressure. They got, like, I think, 2 sacks on the night. Like, they show that they are a good football team and that they're going to be very scrappy and very competitive. But the Chiefs just proved that they're the best team in the league. Just simply put how it is. Coming in at number 7, you have the Dallas Cow. Oh, sorry, number 6. At number 6, you have the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas. You beat up the Browns. You beat up a very bad Browns football team. I will give credit to where credit's due. You looked amazing out there. Zeke looked like himself again. Dak Prescott was efficient. The defense was just as advertised. Like, simply put, I can't fault the Cowboys for playing the Browns too much. They were a top 10 team before I made this video, and they're still a top 10 team. But simply put, like, you beat up the Browns. Your defense did a lot of the work, just absolutely kicking their teeth in. And Deshaun Watson just isn't the same guy he used to be. So simply put it, like, yeah, you guys are a great team, but I need to see it again, a more quality opponent before I really put you guys up the echelon. Because at number 5, you got my Philadelphia Eagles, baby. That's right. I put my Eagles over the Dallas Cowboys, even though they got a way more turnover game. I don't give a damn. We went into Brazil. We took down the Packers. Again, let me say this real fast. As an Eagles fan, I hope Jordan Love is okay. It seems to be an MCL sprain. He's going to miss a few weeks. You hate to see that in football. I hope him a speedy recovery. Never want to see a player get injured, even if he's playing against my team, and even if he's like a Cowboy, even that. I hate to see injuries. It sucks because he's a very good, young, promising quarterback, and I really hope this isn't one of those like lingering injuries throughout his career. But let's talk about the game. The Eagles, they let up 2 turnovers in the first 2 drives and only allowed 6 points. That is insane. This Eagles defense looks so much better. Yeah, we let up some home run plays, but again, the fact that we were really able to keep the Packers in check and didn't let up long, super sustained drives is a dichotomy to last season. We were absolutely gassing the defense every single drive. They were just on the field for 13 bloody plays. The Eagles look really good. Jalen Hurts had shining moments. Saquon Barkley with the hat trick was amazing. A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, all getting involved. I love my Eagles. They play their heart out, but I can't really justify putting them anywhere above number 5 right now. Because at number 4, you got the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions absolutely tore the house down on Sunday Night Football against the Rams. They were, again, very competitive. Like I said, it really came down to that coin toss, who was getting the ball first. And the fact that the Lions got it first with all that momentum on their side kind of sealed the deal for the game. Again, Jared Goff, he was pretty efficient, except for that one bad interception he had. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs absolutely cooked the rock together. Jameson Williams had a breakout game. Sam Laporta was okay. Amon-Ra St. Brown, but again, it's the first game of the season. Don't take too much into it. Kirby Joseph had a good interception. Aiden Hutchinson got into the backfield. They were causing problems. They were causing massive problems for the Los Angeles Rams. And honestly, I want to see more of this Lions team. I want to see them make a run. They're my dark horse to win the NFC Championship game, but we'll see what happens later in the season. On number 3, you got the Houston Texans. Houston, what a game. C.J. Stroud versus Anthony Richardson is going to be a fun matchup for years to come. These guys were absolutely playing their hearts out there. C.J. Stroud, 24-32, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, super efficient. Joe Mixon, looking like the Joe Mixon of old, 30 for 159 and a touchy. Nico Collins taking off. Stephon Diggs with 2 touchdowns in his Houston debut. Again, you look at the Texans team and you just look at a complete team. Now, granted, they were very close to losing that game to the Indianapolis Colts. Very close. But, simply put, their defense gave them a shot. Kalen Bullock, great interception. You have some sacks going around the board. This is a young, good Texans team, and they have a window. And I really hope they can take it away from Kansas City. At number 2, you got the San Francisco 49ers. They dog-walked. They dog-walked the Jets. Simply put, the offense was efficient. The defense was great. San Fran just absolutely dog-walked them. And listen, there's not much else you can say. San Fran's a really good team. Even with all the turnover throughout their skill positions and now throughout their offensive line and throughout their defense, with all the turnover, they still have a great football team. Kyle Shanahan's still a great coach. Just need to see him win the big one. I as an Eagles fan, it pains me to see the 49ers this good out the gate because they are going to be the biggest competition for my Eagles in the road for the playoffs. Now, again, I want to see them probably play less of a shambled Jets team who were missing Hassan Reddick, who were preparing to play Christian McCaffrey, but ended up having to play. What was that kid's name? Jordan Mason. Yeah, they really had no answer for that guy's running style. I'm actually very curious what these allegations are about them possibly hiding CMC's outage. If that's true or not. If it is, I'm sure there'll be an investigation. I'm sure there'll be something like a penalty for them. But right now, San Fran looks like to be the dominant force of the NFC. And number one, you guys already all knew it. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. We gave Pat Mahomes Xavier Worthy. Like, we're screwed. We're simply screwed. Like, he now has a new Tyreek Hill who's going to tear you up. Once he gets Hollywood Brown in, once he gets more Rashee Rice in, Travis Kelce starts cooking more, Pacheco runs better, the Chiefs are going to be dropping 40 a game. They are that freaking good, and their defense is still that freaking good after losing L'Jarius Sneed in free agency. My God, did Kansas City absolutely just slobber knock with the Ravens. Granted, they didn't win clean. They did not win clean, mind you. But they still played probably the cleanest game of offensive football I've seen, where they were very efficient. I think the one interception by Mahomes was pretty bad, but they were very efficient. They were very tough, and they simply just kept the Ravens out of the end zone. Lamar missed so many open passes that they got lucky, but the Kansas City Chiefs played their best defense against a really high-powered Ravens offense. But yeah, that's my top 10. Number 10, the Miami Dolphins. Number 9, Tampa Bay. Number 8, the Rams. 7, Ravens. 6, Dallas. 5, the Eagles. 4, the Lions. 3, the Texans. 2, the Strouds. And number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll see how this list changes next week. I'm excited to see my list change, but as of right now, I see it staying the same, at least for the time being. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you appreciate the video. If you want more NFL content, I will gladly provide you more NFL content. Maybe go through my backstory as an Eagles fan. Maybe go through my predictions for the week. Whatever you guys want to see, I will be very happy to give you guys more NFL content. But yep, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already for more both gaming and football content to be coming your way very soon. I've been your boy Shadow, and as I always say, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.